And I'm coming to you live from the JL Ranch property, where today we're going to drive over and have a look at our ladies and trying to find out if we have any babies born overnight. I'm going to tell you right now that I don't think so, and I'll tell you why I think that. Actually, that might be a really nice conversation start. This might actually be a really good conversational piece. Here we go. They used to call this a story starter, or there's other words for this. Things that kind of like provoke conversation. But by looking around, because we're going to hashtag be a Vanessa, but by looking around, why do you think that I'm saying they probably did not have their calves overnight? Even though we all think there's 2 or 3 cows or heifers who are about to deliver, why am I thinking, just by looking around, that no one had a calf overnight? I'm trying to read the comments. I do have my glasses on. And I've started off with I've prompted you all with a question. Okay, here we go. So Lindsay Pacific says, because there's no rain, there's no storm, not yet. So Lindsay, I wish I could hug you. I don't know you. I don't know Lindsay, but y'all, she got that question right, and she was the first one to get it right. So Lindsay says that Lester's predicting that there's no babies born overnight because the weather is too clear. No rain, no storm, and everyone knows that in nature, most of our animals are born in inclement weather. And that's everyone knows why, don't you? Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Do I have to ask a second question now? Why do y'all think they're... Oh, no. This is funny. I don't mean to make you... I'm watching where I step, y'all. Excuse me. Why do y'all think that Lindsay says they were not dropped last night because there's no inclement weather? We all know what we've talked about so many times before, that animals in nature will sometimes give you their babies they'll have their babies when the babies have the highest chance to survive. I mean, obviously, on windy, cold, rainy, stormy nights, you have less predators out looking to eat. They will also lay up. And so a mama cow who drops a calf, I know I'm repeating what I've told you 100 times, but not everybody has been here. Not everybody watches every video. So some people, this may be new for some folks. But if you want the best chance to survive, you have your calf. And at first, the cow and calf are very vulnerable to predators. So what they've learned through look at that right there. There's a T-post lying here. What in the world? Now, this must have fallen off my trailer when I took the fence down. What's crazy is I've mowed the entire pasture recently, and I must have run over it and never even knew it. But, so yeah, that's why when I woke up this morning, I'm like, okay, well, there's no rain, very high pressure system. I think it goes by the barometric pressure. The barometer is when they prefer to have their calves. All right, I am dropping down. We're trying to find a place to cross this creek, the dry creek. I told Jamie I'm gonna probably have to come out here and build a bridge, an actual bridge. I can do that, but the bridge has to be strong enough to get my tractor over. And I really don't want to do it in the heat. Oh, Lord, I know you guys are hot. I'm hot too. All right, well, what we're going to be looking for is a total of 16 calves total. One little bull out here. Let's just start at the back and work our way up. We will start here at the back and work our way up across. All right. Right there along the fence line is my sweet Ruby Sue. Hey, Ruby, sweetie. Here's Jezebel. Hey, love. Over along the fence over there is Loretta. There's Jenny Lane. I'm looking around because I don't see little Willie Joe. Oh, there he is. Here's Santana. There's Prince Willie Joe. Prince Willie Joe. There's our wrecking ball, Jolene. Here's Gracie. And see, I think that Gracie will be the first cow to drop her calf. I think you're going to have a calf any day now. She is so darn wide. Gracie. Then we got Charlene. Charlene's in trouble for taking up the camera time, and Gracie wants it all. Over here we have sweet Danny along the fence line over here, scratching her chinny chin chin. Hi, Danny. Hey, sweetie. And then we have Trinity. Over on this side we have Dolly. Hey, Dolly. Dolly, it looks huge. She's going to have a few. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Hi, baby love. I love you. We have Pearl over here hiding from me with her head on the tree. Oh, sweetie, careful. Pearl. There's Marilyn. That's the one that I'm in trouble for. Marilyn is... Oh, Ruby, Danny. Marilyn is the one that I'm in trouble for not knowing what I'm talking about. Because here I was thinking that she must be having some kind of a discharge, possibly in heat. And everyone says, no, Lester, she has a bag on her. And a cow with a bag is not a cow in heat. Okay, everybody, fine. Fine, okay, fine. And then we have Reba over here. And over there in the far tree line, you can kind of see her through the bushes over there, is our sweet Patsy. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, who am I missing? Who am I missing here? Let's count again. Let's start with Ruby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. They are all here. What are you doing? You don't eat T-post. Sweetie, you are not so hungry to be eating a T-post. Are you that hungry, love? You can't be that hungry, sweetie, to eat a T-post. Let me move that to where I'm not going to end up hurting herself on that. I'm going to put it right through here. So now I can hurt myself on it. Sorry, Charlene. I didn't mean to scare you. All that rattling around scared you, huh, baby? All right, come here. I'll scratch you. Come on. What is Pearl doing? So no babies, my friends. No babies. And so we will continue to keep watching, monitoring, and doing what we do. And I honestly, guys, I'm so sorry. I've not actually watched the news or the weather in the last couple of days to even know what to expect. I don't even know if we have any rain coming anytime soon. I do know that I'm picking up the fertilizer tomorrow morning from the feed store. And we're going to be taking that fertilizer over to Plum Grove, to the sanctuary, and I'll be redoing those fields. And hopefully we can get some rain after that to help that grass shoot right back up and get us a really nice second cutting on that hay, that pasture over there. We had a wonderful cutting yesterday. I haven't made my video yet because I haven't had a chance to. I have a lot of footage, some really neat drone, just some amazing drone footage. And then, of course, I'll tie it all together. I got everyone working and doing their part. And what I love about this, and I joked around, I probably shouldn't even say it. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it. But I was thinking about calling my video The Little Red Hen. And because remember in the little children's book, Little Red Hen, everybody wanted a piece of the pie, but no one wanted to do their part to help bake it, or bread, whatever it was. In the Little Red Hen, everybody wanted their piece of the bread when it was finally all cooked and ready, but no one wanted to help prepare it. And so I told Jamie, I said, you know what? Everybody who I messaged showed up. Everyone who I asked to help out showed up yesterday. And so I can't call my video the Little Red Hen, even though, did y'all see all the red tractors? Was that crazy or what? It was so fun. It was so fun. Guys, and I'll tell you something else. I went over to talk to Joanne. And I says, you know, Joanne was just so shocked that we got so much hay. The 77.5 rolls of hay off that field, just so, oh, hi. Hello to everybody. Hello, all of you sweet girls. I'm not trying to ignore anyone. I was just telling a story about what Joanne told me. So Joanne reminded me of something I forgot about. Back in 1994, I'll need someone to do some math here. Joanne said they got 1,113 square bales. So, hold on. So, a round roll, oh my gosh, this is going to be so hard to do, guys. You'll need a calculator. So, a round roll is equal to 35. So, could someone do me a favor and do a multiplication? We had just put 77 times 35. If someone can tell me what is 77 times 35, because that would be the equivalent of the most hay Joanne has ever seen off that pasture, which was 1,000-something bales, and that was in 1994. Oh my gosh. Okay, so listen, so we got more this time then. Look, we got more hay this time than Joanne did in 1994, because everyone's saying that 2,000. So what we got off this field yesterday was equal to 2,600 square bales, which is double what Joanne said they got. Now, I don't know if that's I don't know how accurate that could be, because it doesn't really seem like it makes logical sense that we could have gotten double. But hey, it is what it is. I know how blessed we are to have Buddy and Stephanie with their tractor, of course, along with Brienne using Jake's tractor. And it was a really neat life lesson for both of the ladies and Buddy, because those round rolls of hay, my friends, are between 800 to 1,000 pounds. And when you pick up that much weight on the front of your tractor without having a counterweight, then a counterbalance, they call it. You know, Daniel and I keep our bush hogs on ours, and that helps kind of balance out the weight. So when you put 1,000 pounds on the front, it's okay. You have 1,000 pounds on the back as well. But Buddy and them didn't have a counterbalance on there, so when they picked up that 1,000 pound on a smaller tractor, it made it very top heavy. It made it very front heavy. And so if you try to raise that hay high, then you're risking flipping your tractor over. So you don't have to worry. Tractors are made to move that much weight, but you have to be very, very careful how you do it. And you have to know what you're doing. So I'm glad that Uncle Dan was there to give tutorials to both Brienne and Buddy and Stephanie. And we got everything moved. I did a lot of stacking inside the barn. And I wanted to make sure I stacked it in a certain way so as we didn't get any animals trapped. You all know that in years past, we've had babies, littles, who've gotten into the hay and have fallen down in there and they've died. They've passed away from falling down through the hay and suffocating. We don't talk a whole lot about it, but we lost one little golden girl that way. You all know about that. It was a farm accident, we call it, a farm accident. Now, we've also saved Sissy. If you remember Sissy, baby, are you going to try to drink my Dr. Pepper? I don't even think I can't drink it now. I'm not going to put my mouth on it now. Darn it. But don't forget, Sissy fell through the hay. I think it was Ellie that heard her and was able to get her out of there. We had to move every roll of hay out to get Sissy. But we got her out before she passed, thank God. We lost that little rooster that Ellie rescued. They called him, Skippy. They called him Skippy. Skippy, that little rooster that Ellie rescued, Skippy fell through the hay and suffocated and died. We also had Brady. It was Brady. Our big galoot Brady fell into the hay, into the cracks of the hay. We were able to get him out. But if you remember, we couldn't find Brady. And this is an amazing story. This is a great story that you probably don't even know about. This was a lesson in me getting a slap across the face from God, because We had lost Brady on a holiday. And friends, I accused the neighbors. I did. I wrongfully accused the neighbors of coming over at night and taking our biggest, fattest, and healthiest goat, which was Brady. And, I was so mad at the neighbors. I drove up and down the streets trying to find out who was going to be barbecuing and just knowing for sure I was going to find the remains of my Brady. I was so mean. I was so mad. And do you know that for 2 days, I drove the neighborhood trying to find out who stole my goat. And in those 2 days, Brady was sitting in the hay, suffering in the heat and suffering. And it got to Ellie. It was Ellie that came out to the hay barn, to the Littles barn, and thought that he saw or heard something, using his flashlight. And so we began to move hay out of the hay barn. And guess what? There was Brady. Guys, if y'all have never seen that video, it is sad, 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 because Brady is just a mess. He is dehydrated. He can't move. He's saturated with sweat. Peed himself, pooped himself. Poor little guy had been there for 2 days, and I never knew it. I never knew it. But no, we made sure that when I stacked the hay yesterday, I left crawl spaces. So I put the hay far enough apart to where you still have your pyramid shape, but between each row of hay, you have a crawl space. So that'll make it to where no animals can fall down through there. And we're not going to lose any babies because of my negligence or oversight this time around. So we're blessed for that, and we'll hope that works out fine. And then for everyone who's like saying, well, the negligent part is the animals running free. Yeah, animals do run free. It is a sanctuary. It's a safe place, and we try to keep the animals inside the pastures. But when Lester, and I say when Lester built the fencing, I didn't use the goat panels. I went cheaper and used cattle panels. And I thought it would still contain the goats. Well, guess what? It does contain larger goats, but some of the smaller ones are able to fit through the cracks. So it's okay if you want to be mean and be mad. You can be mean and be mad. But little goats do get out. Hey, goats get out at Longhorn Lester's all the darn time, okay? There's a truck over at the property that I'm watching come up and turn around. So goats at the property all the time. Longhorn Lester's, what's that darn baby girl? Starla is always walking around. So, anywho, hi, baby love. Oh, my sweet girl. I love this girl so, so much, everybody. She's a good girl, and I love her. Well, listen, I don't want to keep you all. I'm going to go ahead and see if there's any questions in the comments I can answer while I'm here. I've had you for about 18 minutes. So a lot of people remember the Brady video. Yeah, Brady and Sissy both got stuck and got rescued. But like I said, there were others guys who were not so successful in the rescue. So now we're trying to be a whole lot more vigilant in how we put the hay, how we stack the hay, so the animals can't fall down through it. So, Champ. Did Champ get stuck in the hay too? Did Champ get... Wait, I think that you're right. I think you're right. I think that Champ did get stuck in the hay. Oh, gosh, I think that you're right. Marilyn's bag is right here, guys. That's for the person who's just joining who says, what about Marilyn and her bag? Here's Marilyn standing up right here. That's Pearl laying down, Marilyn standing up, and Danny who's eating my arm. And I think that we have 3 pregnant cows. I think. Guys, I have no idea. I'm horrible. And I don't even mind if you know I'm horrible. But I'm so horrible that I decided to separate my bulls for an entire year, just so that I could finally get a grasp and a grip on who's who and what's what. Who does that, y'all? Who does that? Because what I should have done from day one is never let Tex and Waylon intermingle with all the ladies together. I should have always had them separated so I would always know who the daddy is, always. I would also know which cows were in heat, who bred which cow, and I would also know about their due dates. And so because of all the moving and the grass and the cows being moved from the sanctuary to Longhorn Lester's to JL, and then us having to raise these two girls over here on bottles, and just all of the new additions being Trinity, Jezebel, and Marilyn, and then later we got the Reba and Dolly. Oh my goodness, there's just so much. And I just lost track. I lost count. Fine, I'm stretched thin. I don't even mind admitting that either. Hold on. So it's not a mystery daddy on every birth. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. So we already have people. You can be one of them if you want to. I love this. I love when there's people. Look at her trying to move Ruby. She's like, Daddy was loving me, Ruby. Ruby only wants to lick my legs and lick my feet and lick my toes and lick my hands and lick me, lick me, lick me. So here's what's gonna happen. This is awesome. Let's just say that when Marilyn drops her calf, and I think that'll be pretty soon. What we'll do is we'll make that video, or we'll make that announcement to you all, and there will be people who will backtrack. They will go to the videos, and they'll backtrack 286 days ago and find out who she was with. And then we'll know who the daddy was. I'm so sorry. I cannot tell you right now if it was Waylon or Tex. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Now, you can do it ahead of time. You know that she's due pretty soon, we think. Same as Gracie. So we know that Gracie's pregnant, okay? Gracie is going to pop any day now. So what you do is you backtrack 286 days and you find out who was Gracie with then. So that's a lot of math, and a lot of people don't have time for stuff like that, and I understand. I'm not asking you to do it, okay? But I'm saying that you can. So everyone's saying Waylon, Waylon, Waylon. So people have already done it, and everyone's saying it is Waylon. Oh, this is funny. Better call Mari. Lorraine says you might want to call Mari. You know, who's the daddy? Who's the daddy? You're not the daddy. Tex, you're not the daddy. Waylon, you're not the daddy. And then I will go ahead and just say to the folks who are watching right now, thank you to the folks who are watching right now. I'm going to tell you something. And once again, boy, Lester's on a roll today. I'm going to say it. If you want to be mad, then you can be mad, but I'm going to say it. I haven't always been 100% honest and truthful when it comes to registering and registrations of cows and daddying and whatnot, because, friends, you're not going to want to hear this, but you can absolutely register a cow who shares daddy and grandpa. So, for example, Ruby and Danny. I know that y'all get mad to hear it, but we know that Tex is their daddy. Tex is also their grandpa. But both of these girls can still be registered. So that's not going to affect that process one bit. And then I've tried to remind you that most people that you know, most farmers and ranchers, will have the same bull for 10, 15 years. And what that means is that that same bull will end up parenting, fathering 10 or 15 children, at least usually 8 to 10 from the same mom, and so he'll also father the daughter, and then the granddaughter, and then the great-granddaughter. And so it's kind of difficult to explain to you all, because I'm trying to find the right words. And inline breeding is a very, very common practice. But I know we who give these animals names, and we showcase their personalities, and we love them like they're our own children, we, in our minds, want to humanize them so much that we want them to have a husband, we want them to have children, and we want them to not be incestual, if that makes any sense. I get it. And I'm trying to respect you by just not talking about things that a lot of people find disgust in. So, there, I just said it. I am scared to read the comments. Yes, so so if you're confused about Maryland, so am I. Let me show you why I'm so confused. Ruby, back it up. Missy, back it up before I have to be mean. Move it. You're going to hurt Daddy. Okay, here's why I'm confused, okay? I'm just going to go around the back here and show you. This is the clean hiney. Clean hiney. This over here is not a clean hiney. Now, it's not a poopy pants, but there has been some kind of a discharge out of her, and she's been swishing her tail from side to side, which spreads that discharge to each side. Now, she also has a dingleberry. Oh, why are you doing that? And so, yes, it does get to be confusing because I'm sitting here from one angle saying, oh, she must be in heat. And so what she's discharging is she's discharging like, I don't know, a liquid. She's discharging a liquid, and her tail is spreading that liquid. Guys, why do we have to talk about things like this? I don't know how to talk about some stuff, but she's discharging something, okay? And so I see that, and I'm like, oh, she must be in heat. So that means she can't be pregnant. And then we see she's also developing a bag. So I don't know. I don't know. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I just don't know. What else can I say? I don't know. Mucus. Thank you. It's a secretion. She has a secretion. Thank you for the help there, friends. I don't think it's mucus. Why would it be mucus? It's not mucus. Okay. Do other moms have a discharge before giving birth? Well, yeah, the day of they go through all that discharge. But I don't think that she would be having a menstrual cycle if she's pregnant. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm telling you, I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. I'm sorry that my channel's called Longhorn Lesters, but my name is Lester, okay? I'm just Lester. I might need to have lessons, okay? Hey, baby, look, it froze. My computer, it's froze. Now we're froze because of that darn collar. Guys, I don't know what's happening here, but it froze because of the darn collar. I hate that. I'm so sorry, but I will go ahead and let you guys go. Everyone is saying that they do have a mucus bag. Well, a mucus bag, I don't know, y'all. I'm not the guy to know, sweetie. Okay, thank y'all for watching. We love you, and I'm sorry about the phone freezing up on us. Catch you in the next video, friends.